The multiplicities that we experience here in these mortal realms are more related to karmic configurations and these personalities. But you'll see that, for instance, what we're doing here is when you go from selflessness to selfishness down here in the lowest, darkest realms, you are literally going from oneness to duality, you see? And so in the mortal realms, we're somewhere in the middle. And so the multiplicities that we deal with are personality related, karmic related, relationship related. As you move further closer to these darker realities, they become more and more selfish, more and more destructive, more and more about I am the only thing that matters. And so it is part of this evolutionary spectrum. So if you look at this going through the universal sphere of realms, which I've talked about before, starts with realms 1 and 2. Realm 1 being where evil resides, realm 2, dominant darkness and some ignorance. Realms 3 and 4, we have both of those, but we also have karmic ignorance as well as just plain old ignorance, and all sorts of levels of light and dark mixed up in the battles between good and evil. And the realms 5 and up go into higher and higher gradations of life. So if you look at the evolutionary spectrum of a soul, the soul begins in total duality in the first realm where it is completely evil, and all that matters is I get what I want because I'm all that matters. I'm completely separate from all other things. In dominant darkness, it's moving up just a tad. As you're moving into the 3rd and 4th realm, you're maybe not dealing with as much obvious evil. Sometimes obviously we do here, but you deal with things that involve dualities relating to personalities. People are still separate in their minds. But this is also the realms where we are to learn that we're not. And this is where the oneness factor is at least supposed to start beginning. And so in the initiations, you're going to start experiencing this. In near-death experiences, most people have heard how many people will touch into that unconditional love of God, and they will feel that universal being, that connectedness of all life, that oneness. So that's where someone has that experience of oneness. And they're like, wow, that really happens. That really is true. But in order to embody it, you have to take it further through the initiations, where these energetic thrusts are brought in through the soul and you eventually embody it. It becomes how you operate naturally in the realm. Obviously, as you continue into the light realms, that oneness is a natural part of that construct that you will have as you go into those higher spheres.